Introduced me. Penns Valley Rams. Not a lot of numbers over there, Adam, as I see them coming out here. But we cautioned the Rams are a good football team. 2-2. The two losses to regional powerhouses. Yeah. So 2-2 can really be taken with a grain of salt when you've played Clearfield and Richland in the first 4 weeks. So we'll get underway here in just a moment. A little bit later on, we're going to figure out how we 2 weeks ago learned how to turn the lights on in here as it gets dark, and that way we'll be able to see the programs and rosters. But big game tonight, folks. The Eagles are 3-1. They've won 2 in a row since losing in week 2 to Clearfield. They're 3-1. They're number 4, tied with three-time defending District 6 AA champion Richland for number 4 in the 13-team district standings. So, do we have two viable sets now? So we're still working on this. Is this set viable? It's good.
Yes, you're on.
I'm on. Okay. The other one, the other set we're working on, the Cowboy will be joining us, or since he's married to my daughter, I'll let him wear my headset part of the time, or we'll hook an ear up for each and speak to the same microphone. That doesn't sound good. But so Trey Green is 31 tonight. We heard that rumor in State College earlier this morning, and the rumor turned out to be true. They didn't guard that secret too close. Trey Green, Garrett Burns, Hunter McCool, and Owen Irvin were out there for the coin toss for the Eagles. The Rams had Noah Federoff out there, and I didn't catch who was the other guy out there for the coin toss. Their quarterback, Riley Brungard. I think it was 16 and 32. Well, yeah, are you the camera guy? So we have a camera guy here. So are we still working on this one?
No, those are dead. I've got to do stats. Keith's trying to figure out something. So we're not quitting. He just went inside to see if he could find something else.
Okay, Cowboy, I'm going to need your help just as a spotter and everything till we get our technical difficulties out of the way. And once my contact lenses go bad on me, I'll give you the headset. We have Caden Burns is kicking off for the Eagles. And we've seen his deep range when they've had him go deep. They give a sign, and then he kind of tips the other guys off onto where the ball's supposed to go. Our coverage team's been solid this year. We recovered one onside kick that we opened a game at Huntington with. Back deep for the Rams, Adam, do you have a?
Ty Watson, 81, and Malachi Thompson.
Okay. Short kickoff grabbed by Hunter Lyons of the Rams. He kind of went sideways, didn't get much of a return. Ethan Chico in on the stop. That's a name we've called a lot in these first 4 weeks on the Eagle special teams. The Eagle defense is going to come out for the first possession. The last 2 meetings between BEA and Penns Valley, the Eagles got pounded up front. That's going to be a key tonight if they're going to finally bring this Iron Bell back to Wingate after not having it over here since 2018. The front 4 set. They're the same crew that we've seen for a few weeks here. Snap to Brungard. And immediately, Max Yetzko makes the first stop for the Eagles. Good coverage, about a 5-yard gain. Jackson Romig on the reception there for the Rams, but Max was on that. There was no yardage after the catch. Again, the Eagles in their standard 4-3-4 right now. Brungart this time gives the ball to Romig, who didn't get away from. Was that Gavin Eckley, 23? Yeah, Gavin Eckley ran him down. I would say they're going to give him a gain of about a yard So the Rams in the early going here will have a big 3rd and 3 in good field position at their own 40. Ilgen carried the ball. I thought that was the same kid that caught it. But. And there's this, and that Ram got a first down. He made a nice, was that Ilgen again? So Tanner Ilgen caught that ball. The Eagles had him potentially stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Instead, they needed about 3.5, and he got about 4 1/4, and the Rams will move the sticks. They convert a first down on their first series, and they now will set up with a first down on the Penns Valley 44. The Eagle front four jumping around in there. Cameron Watkins, Hunter McCool, Chandler Burns, Caleb Mattis. There's that give. Trey Green in on the stop. So Tanner Ilgen seems like a workhorse for them, Adam. When we get you a headset here, and I apologize for that, we'll talk about his stats a little bit later. I know you did some Ram research, and Penns Valley will have a 2nd and 7 at the Bald Eagle 47. We're 2 minutes in to a scoreless game here in Wingate. Beautiful night. Snap to Brungard. Ilgen again, and a really, really solid wrap-up. Owen Irvin, I think, used his speed at him and went across there and limited that to about a 2-yard gain. So another, I'm curious to see what this is. We thought, okay, we had Coach Green up here. He can spot a holding call from here to Miller's Hoagies, and he spotted that when it wasn't near that far away. And the Rams are going to get backed up. So it's going to be 2nd down. Adam Ilgen seems to be their workhorse.
Complete 50-50 split through 3 games. Watson and Ilgen.
So now they have 28 out. Miles Brooks out wide to the right. Ilgen's still set up in there beside Brungard in the backfield. And the Rams with a 2nd and 16. Brungard steps up and takes off with it. Gavin Eckley won't get him. Max Jetz goes on him. Brungard, good speed, and he picks up a lot of yardage on a 2nd and 16. He gets about 19, and the Rams, the pocket collapsed, and he took off with it, Coach Green, and he had a nice run.
Brungard just doubled his yards for the year.
And the Cowboy in the background here says that Brungard's run there just doubled his season total rushing yardage, at least per Max Preps. Give to Ilgen going to the left, and the Eagles, nice stop, a tackle for loss. And we had on that one, we had Gavin Eckley and Cameron Watkins. So Cam Watkins, a sophomore, Gavin Eckley, a junior. The Rams will have 2nd down and 12 at the Bald Eagle 45. This drive started on the Penns Valley 33 after a very, very short return on the opening kickoff. Ilgen rolling to his right. The Eagles in pursuit. Ilgen throws. That ball hit the ground. He intended for Brungard. He almost caught that, Adam. But it hit the ground. It's going to be 3rd and 12. And, we got to get through this play. We just gave up a first down on a 2nd and 16. The Eagle offense hasn't seen the ball yet, and we have 8:30 to go in the first quarter. Penns Valley used to, in past years, Adam, we've seen them throw to the tight end, throw to their bigger receivers in these types of situations. So we'll see here. The Eagles have a different package in. They've got a front 3. We got our nickel stack in there. Chase Thompson, Ethan Coleno. The DB's in coverage over here. Brungard alone back there looking downfield, and the pass was short. He threw it into kind of wide coverage, and so he was after Brooks on that one. And so a good defensive stand for the Eagles. The Rams picked up a couple first downs, but Penns Valley's going to set up in punt formation, the ball on the BEA 45 with a 4th and 12, 8:23 to go in a scoreless first quarter. So Jackson Romig, a sophomore, and a backup quarterback for the Rams, is their starting punter. And I would say we have Owen Irvin back deep, and they're going to kick the ball to Eck, and he gets wrapped up immediately. He caught it. Probably good that he didn't let it roll or anything, though. He fielded it. A dangerous way to field it, but fielded it cleanly. The Eagles will start on their own 22-yard line. Let's see some jersey numbers on the offensive line. Last week we were missing a guy in the middle there, and I think he's back. Is 60 the center? Let's see. If he's back, Ashton Phillips is back, and our offensive line may be back intact. Carson Nagel takes a snap. Yeah, and Eckley. Gavin gets swarmed under. The Rams just right there controlled the line of scrimmage. There was penetration. They were in the backfield before that thing ever got set up, and the Eagles lose 2 yards on their first offensive play of the game. So we have Carson Nagel. We have Garrett Burns lined up beside him, right? I can't see jersey numbers from here right now. Carson looks. He throws. Garrett Burns has the ball. He's outside. He's going to get at least a first down and more of that hard, tough running. He broke a tackle, and Garrett Burns will get a 17-yard gain on that reception out to the 37-yard line. So that was good, a good patient setup. And now we've got we're out of the deep shadow of our goal line. So they gave the 38. So that's an 18-yard gain. Carson set up. The wideouts are Owen and Cameron. There's that short inside trap give, and there goes Garrett Burns. And Adam, there's another nice run, about a 9-yarder. And in the newsletter this week, we said the 2 Eagle backs, and now Chase Thompson comes in. Garrett's going to come out for a break. The new, we said our 2 backs are a really good tandem. They're not necessarily breakaway guys, but they're patient, and patience is a key. He patiently looked for where he was going to go. He got 10 on that. They give him the first down. First down BEA on their own 48. And there's a handoff to Chase Thompson. And again, the Rams ate that one up. Yeah, the Rams had a couple of guys in on that stop, but they look tough up front. Defensive tackle Hess was the first Ram to get on behind the line of scrimmage here, and right now it's a 2nd down and 11. There's a quick to Owen Irvin, and he will juke and swerve, and he's got positive yardage. He's still up, and now he goes down after getting into Penns Valley territory. He battled hard there for a gain of about 5. We were behind the tech, so we're going to have a 3rd and I'm going to say 8-7. I'm just trying to guess the distance between them. We're saying 6. The scoreboard says 6, so we have a 3rd and 6 at the 47. Carson back, a flag down. Carson was in trouble. Now he's out of trouble. Now he is out of the tackle box, and now there's a 2nd flag down. So let's get these sorted out. I don't know. I don't know if he threw the ball beyond the line of scrimmage or not. The lineman was downfield. Yeah, and they thought that had broken down. They thought there was going to be a run. Kieran Jadun was downfield a little bit, but they're negating that. So let's see if there's one on Bald Eagle and one if they're offsetting, or if we have 2 on the Eagles. So he's outside the tackle box. He clearly threw the flag past the line of scrimmage. So let's see what the call is. I still haven't seen a signal. They're talking to the Bald Eagle sideline. 5:28 to go. So they called BEA for 3 penalties. I don't get the, but then again, we didn't get the grounding calls in the Penn State game last week, so I'm not sure we're going to get them on a Friday night. But here we go. We have a 4th down and 15. Oh, they're going to back us up a little more. Make it a 4th down and 20. About a 4th and 20. Doesn't matter. The Eagles are in punt formation. Garrett Burns has been absolutely superb this year in his role as the Eagle punter. We need another boomer out of him. And that's going to be a good one. There's a flag down at the line of scrimmage. There will be no return. If it stands, Penns Valley will take over on their own 25. But let's see what the flag is here. Or the Eagles, maybe they moved early. The flag came down almost immediately. So we're still working over there on a headset. We're not having any luck. So the Eagles had an illegal motion call. So a lot of mistakes early here tonight. Penns Valley got a free 5-yard return on the kick, and the Rams will set up on the 30 for their second possession of the game. They started their first possession on the 33, made it as far as the BEA 45, and that's where it stopped. Brungart still at quarterback, looking to see who he has inside him. It's been Ilgen so far most of the way. Brooks in motion. And now Brungart gives a fake, and he gets wrapped up, swarmed by a pair of Eagles over there. And the same combination that earlier had a tackle for a loss. Cameron Watkins and Gavin Eckley in on that stop, and that puts the Rams behind the sticks with a 2nd and 13 at their own 27. Really, really important game tonight in the District 6 standings. I know it's a Mountain League game and it's a county rivalry, but the D6 AA standings are the most important thing riding on this game. There's a pass. It's incomplete. We're going to get hit with a pass interference call. I'm going to put my Steve Miller hat on and say that was terrible. That ball was in no way going to be caught by anybody. And the Rams are going to get the benefit of that one, I think. And you heard some groans and displeasure up here in the booth on that. So last week in the second half, we got hit with some really odd penalties, and that one there, I'll say I disagree with it, but I'm not down on the field. That 15-yarder gives Penns Valley a 1st down at their own 42. The Eagles need a big defensive play in the form of a turnover, I think. The snap to Brungart, comes up throwing fast. He dumps it off. Is that Brooks over there? Brocked. Okay, yeah. What jersey number? Yeah, they had that last name back in the 70s and before the 1980s was a great Penns Valley name, but a nice catch by that kid. He gets about 6. It's 2nd and 4 for the Rams. Yeah, and Ilgen's loose. We ran past him. He got a lot. And Trey Green on the stop, but the Rams got more than Owen Irvin over there, but the Rams are picking up yardage. We'll see here. Should we put some lights on in here or no? I don't know how we do that, but there's he actually gave the ball to Tanner Ilgen. Ilgen spins and gets about 3. We now have lights on in the booth. Are you guys all okay with lights in the booth? And Romo says yes. The Cowboy says yes. Chandler Burns coming out. just over 3 minutes to go in a scoreless first quarter. The Rams look pretty good. Right now, it's been a stalemate. Both teams had some movement. The Eagles have made more mistakes here in the first quarter than Penns Valley has. And Brungart set up with a 2nd down and 8 at the BEA 42. Comes up throwing right away, and another completion. It's going to be a short gain of maybe 3 to Zach Brock. And now I thought we were going to see Eagle senior Tanner Bauer looked like he was going to check in. He didn't check in. Huge play. It's 3rd and 6. They got 2 on that. Coach Green, we need to pick one of those short passes off. Right now, Brungart looking him over. He's got a different back there. Good pass rush and overthrown. And Caleb Mattis had a heavy rush on and forced that throw, and he knocked Brungart down. A good play, and I think the Rams are going to bring their punt team on with a 4th and 6 at the BEA 40. They're going to try to get the first advantage in this game via the field position route. We are? Okay. So I think, are you good, Cowboy, with that? The Cowboy's going to talk? Is it comfortable? Well, I don't know that. Yeah, I think I can hear you. Let me fix your. So we need somebody out there. They'll let us know. There's the punt. The Eagles are getting away from that. There's a flag that way downfield at the 14-yard line. And I don't know. We had some aggressive play. Chase Thompson was mixing it up with a guy with horns on his helmet down there. Let's see what the call's going to be. I don't know if that was an after the flag. I'm concerned it could be on the Eagles. Cowboy, are you good?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you here. We're good from that. We'll see if somebody gets a check if we can hear him or not. We got a guy checking here. We got a second headset. We don't quite look like twins up here, but the Eagles will have I'm not sure what, when we come back, a 1st and 10. But where's the ball going to be? The Rams waiting back by the 30, and 4 officials there discussing it.
Come on, make a call.
The AD wants a call to be made, if you can hear him in the background. and you would think we're up at Troy with you again, you know? So what is the call? What is the call? What do you think the call was, Cowboy? Or were you changing helmets when that? Nobody knows what this flag was. This flag was 20 yards behind the ball. There was a Ram and Chase Thompson mixing it up down there. Pretty good, but I didn't see anything that looked out of the ordinary on a Friday night. And now they're going to come over and they're going to maybe explain to the Eagle coaches what the call is. What was the call? This is like the night we had a Little League baseball game at Matternville on a full count pitch, and the umpire kept shaking his head, and he finally said it was too close to call. So, too close to call, you know. So, I think this is too close to call. We're going to figure it out. The Eagle offense is on the field, and from what I can see of the Eagle offense, who do you got down there, Cowboy? You got Carson and Gavin. Looks like you're going to have Garrett Burns in the backfield beside him. So the flag was something on BEA. So where is the football going to be placed? It was downed on the 25-ish or so. Oh, it must have been a big one. Holding. They didn't know where the spot of the foul was, so somehow the punt was downed on the 27, and the Eagles will start on the 7-yard line, I think, Cowboy. So, Keith, do you have the Cowboy on there? Has he got audio coming in? The Eagle offense is set up. What do you got here, Adam? Throw deep, right? Oh, there he goes. We
4-0.
and he is hard to catch. That guy that was Cale, right? Cale Burns. Cale Burns just smoked that football out of the shadow of our own goal line from where? The 8 to the 43. A 35-yard connection. Okay, that was good luck, Adam. You call this one, too. You're on it. Who do you got here? Carson set
It was
up
about a
back there.
40-yard gain. Oh, low snap. Comes out to number 23, Gavin Eckley, and off his hands. Be 2nd and 10.
So that Eagle offensive line it looks like they're back intact with Kieran Jadon, Eric Clark.
That is Ashton Phillips at center we were talking
the
about.
Outstanding senior center returned. He was out last week. Hunter McCool. And who's the guard on the far side?
Hunter McCool is left guard and left tackle. That's Jadon.
And the Carson's back there by himself right now. He's got Elliott Spring here on the
5 wide. 7, Cale Burns in the slot with the 5. Goes over to 14, Owen Irvin. Irvin takes it up the field, jukes out one guy, and he runs out of bounds. That's a first down.
He got the first down. Now that was smart. That was a smart move. I said he's a smart football player. So the 43 to the Penns Valley 46. We will take 11-yard passes all night long. The Eagles are moving. They're moving the football.
Back into the 5 wide set. Elliott Splain in the slot. Owen Irvin outside. Cale Burns on the other side. Carson takes the snap, passes out this time to Cameron Watkins on the right side, and he'll pick up 6 or 7.
Oh my, that's it. They're going high pace. The AD's got the stats. We got some excitement here. This all started on our own 8-yard line about a minute and a half ago. The Cowboys on it. Carson's going to be back there by himself again.
You know, we'd like to see Garrett Burns in the background, but the backfield, but this 5 wide stuff, it's exciting.
Well,
and it's working. But let's keep it going here. 5 wide again, same personnel. Carson takes a snap, quick pass out to number 11, Hayden Vaughn, and Vaughn gets to the outside.
He might have got
the first down. Let's see where they spot it.
I think he did. Come on, let's see. There go the sticks. I like this cameraman. We got to bring him with us more often.
Yeah.
You having fun up here, bud? He is. We have a first down at the 36. Cowboy, you're on this drive. We've
first down at the 36, as the Colonel said. Still in 5 wide, still the same personnel. Looks like a little bit of confusion with the play, but we're going to go ahead and snap the ball. Carson takes it. Pass is broken up. He was out pretty early, but I'm going to say good defense.
He was looking for Cale Burns.
Broken up by number 36, Hunter Lyons.
So this has been a good possession. I mean, from the 8-yard line, we've moved 56 yards.
Well, 40 of them were from Cale Burns.
Yeah, that's good.
That is good. 2nd and 10. Ball on the 36. Still in the 5 wide formation. Carson's going to take a snap and a quick pass over to Erwin Irvin.
Oh, my.
Irvin cuts it back inside.
So, Owen got about, 6 on that?
Looks like he got about 5, maybe 5 or 6.
Yeah,
I'll say 5.
Move the stick there. It's probably I'm going to say it's going to be 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
BEA will be on the Penns Valley 31-yard line. This started on our own 8 following an interesting 2-minute delay to sort out a penalty after a punt was down and there was a holding call on the punt.
It was about a 3-minute delay.
We are scoreless. We expected a good game tonight. 3-1 BEA, 2-2 Penns Valley. A huge game. I can't say that enough, Adam. You saw the standings. We're right there at the top 8 get in right now. After tonight, the season's half over. We're at number 4. Penns Valley's at number 6. And should the Rams win tonight, we're going to trade places with them. And they're going to be trading places into the
Let's not talk like that.
Huh?
Let's not talk like that.
We're not going to talk like that. So, Adam, you picked that announcement up. I'm sure you like that. They're talking about Grace being ranked number 1.
Oh, yeah.
The Eagles are set up out there. It is 3rd and 5. I think we're in 4-down territory here.
We'll talk more about that in the wintertime.
Yeah, we will. Winter will be here before you know it, Adam. We got to get through this season. We got to get through the postseason, and that's what we're looking for, postseason positioning.
For now, it's Friday Night Lights, and we got trips to the right. Garrett Burns back in the backfield. He'll block for Carson Nagel, who's got all sorts of time. Now takes off to the left and gets nowhere.
That's
so that'll be a loss of yards.
He held that. He may have had to take off sooner. We're going to have a 4th down. It's going to be an interesting call, but I'm thinking the way that our defense has looked overall, that I'm guessing we're going to go for it, but it's 4th and 9. It is a long.
Well, I don't see too many substitutions, so I'm going to guess that they are going to go for it. Lined up now, Owen Irvin wide by himself on this side. Here comes Cale Burns in motion, and he's looking to the right side. Goes to Irvin, and it's picked off, which is a blessing in disguise.
I think
now he almost got back to the line of scrimmage, but
off. And now the ball ends up at the 32-yard line. Penns Valley's quarterback / defensive back picked off the pass. Riley Brungart. The Rams stop Bald Eagles' best threat so far of the night. And they'll take over at the BEA 32. Hunter McCool going to come out for a break in 52. 52's good. We're glad to see. He's a sophomore. Alexander Lefebvre is going to go in at that right defensive tackle, at least on this play, if not this series. Elgin set up back there, Adam. What do you got?
Yeah, it's not Elgin, actually. It's the first time we're going to see Ty Watson back in the backfield.
Well, I hope it's not cold, you know. It doesn't matter. The AD got the energy. Yeah, we're bringing them, as long as they're down there in that booth, we're bringing you one every Friday here. You got 4 in a row coming here after next week, right? Well, you were getting pretty emotional over there a minute ago. Penns Valley called a timeout, folks. That's why we have a stoppage in play. What I'd like to know is how many Chick-fil-A sandwiches do they bring here, and what's the risk of having like too much inventory left? We never have too much inventory problem. Coach Green said it well. There's no inventory problem. So the Eagle defense is coming on the field. We're looking a little different. Brungart back there. They had Watson back
Pass
there.
over to Watson.
Watson's a good athlete. He's a sophomore. He only got 3 on that, and Trey Green ran him down and wrapped him up. Positive yardage. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Rams.
Look at my sheet there, Todd. I think Watson's averaging about 7 yards a carry.
Well, I saw the tape of him against PO, and he ran really well. He had at least 1 touchdown in that game, and it was a nice run. And we know he's an excellent athlete, because he had an excellent freshman wrestling season last year for Penns Valley. He's still in the football game, just lined up beside Brungart. The Eagle defense is set. Brungart comes up throwing in a hurry. He connects with Brooks. Is that Brooks?
Number 28, Miles Brooks.
Was it 28, Adam?
Yep.
Yeah, 28.
That'll be enough for a first down.
Brooks, and now the Rams are moving the football. That was a nifty gain, a 10-yarder, a quick throw. And, Adam, you mentioned that Brungart had thrown 1 touchdown pass and 4 picks so far this season, but he's been on the money tonight.
Now, that was through their first 3 games. Max Preps didn't have the 4th one entered, but through 3 games, yes, it was 1-4.
Hunter McCool has come back into the game at right defensive tackle for the Eagles. Penns Valley, the Eagles thought he was setting up a screen. Now Brungart running hard to the right, throwing back across the field. The people in the booth in the background want a lineman downfield call. Now, Adam, they don't call a lineman downfield when there's 3 of them downfield.
Apparently not.
They have 1 guy downfield.
Right, there can only be 1.
That's
the rules.
When the whole flock,
sure.
Call them the flock. When the whole flock's downfield, they don't call that. So It's
A little bit of
second and
sarcasm
10.
there, folks.
All that run and all that excitement, and that was our opportunity when he threw back across his body. I thought we might get a chance to pick one off.
Yeah, they were looking to set up a screen that wasn't there.
Penns Valley has been a good screen team. Coach Tobias, excellent run over the years. They're a good screen team. They're a good delay team. Delay throws to tight ends.
Oh, boy.
Well, they got him. So the AD made the call halfway through a Chick-fil-A sandwich. He made the call, and the officials heard him. And so now what? We're going to have a second down. I tell you, there's a lot of confusion with where the football's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's going back and forth, kind of like a hopscotch game.
He's going, yeah. Now we're moving toward the. So what do we back them up and it's still first down? Is that right? Second down.
Second down.
This could be like the Auburn game the other day when we don't know how many downs there are, Coach. Second and 15. Brungart set. Still Watson at him?
No, that's Elgin back in the backfield. Now Watson keeps it, sorry folks, Brungart keeps it after the fake to Elgin.
Yeah, we got Brungart ran that ball hard. I mean, he had the two tackles. The two seniors.
Elgin and Burns getting a little scrappy there.
Yeah, they need to scrap. These guys need to perk up. The Eagles have three interior linemen now. The Rams have nobody back there with Brungart.
Get him.
Looking for that screen or that delay. The Eagles run by one. A nice tackle by Gavin Eckley. The good thing is it's fourth down, but the Rams did get a nice gain on that. It's going to be a fourth and about 3. And they're just over the 50-yard line, just in BEA territory, but this looks like it's going to be a game of field position.
Almost looked like a blast double there.
So what do you got, Adam? Are they going to try the long count? They got 4th and 4.
Good. Don't jump.
Who do we have back deep? Gavin and Owen?
Gavin and Owen back deep.
Those guys.
And they punt it low snap.
He dropped the snap.
He's able to pick it up and get a good kickoff.
Owen grabbed it. Penns Valley kid made a nice tackle over there. He saved what would have been a big gain. It was a shoestring tackle. Owen was coming upfield with it.
Yeah, good return there by Owen, being able to catch the ball with a Ram defender only a couple yards from him and still pick up positive yardage.
Well, the problem there, Adam, was actually the bobbled snap, the snap that hit the ground. That actually helped the coverage.
Well, yeah, the coverage was allowed to get down there. Gave him more time.
A clean snap and that punt going to the same place. He'd have been 8 yards from that guy instead of 1 yard.
Sure.
But we'll take it. We have a first down at our own 25 with 8.5 minutes to go in a scoreless first half. And as far as the scheme of things, well, we'll get into that in a minute here. Snap to Carson, give to Garrett Burns. Garrett runs hard. He gets tripped up.
Picks up a couple.
Two or three. It's going to be second down and 8 at the BEA 27. Adam, you got the better vantage point. You're going to be on the call with Carson and Garrett set up there in the backfield.
He did pick up a couple. It's second down and 8. 8 minutes to go in the half, folks.
Cameron set up here.
Cameron Watkins on the near side. Owen Irvin. I can't make out the other jersey, but looks like we've got a 3-wide set. 2 tight end. Carson takes a snap and rolls out to the right side here. He's getting closed in real quick. And a nice pass.
Did he catch that ball?
Nice pass there to Watkins on the end. Had a chance to make a toe tap grab there and couldn't quite come up with it.
The freshman moved out. Trey Green was in there in offensive 31. You were wondering who that was over in the H. I don't think we put any replacements in. We now have a 3rd and 8. This is Penns Valley's chance to maybe lock in a little bit of a better flip on that field position, which is increasingly crucial.
2 tight ends set. Garrett Burns in the backfield. And he's already got pressure. Tosses it up. And a nice grab with a couple flags coming out.
Yeah, we have linemen downfield. We're taking, I think but I don't know that we did or not. Let's see. Was it defensive holding?
Man, they're tossing flags left and right.
I'm going to let these guys sort it out. Their average sort out time is 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So we maybe. So Bald Eagle's getting penalized all over the place here tonight.
Well, that umpire, yeah, that referee threw
downfield, an offensive interference. We might set a school record here tonight in the first half.
Referee threw that flag with the authority.
He threw it with authority. I don't know.
Up over top the goalpost, I'm saying.
5 after the punt return. And we got to the 27. Right, on this, so it's going to go, to the 12 and to the 6. So we're going to have what I think will be is it going to be third? Yeah, they're going to sort this out. Do they have the spot right? We're going to be back down there. Yeah, Carson's going to get set up here on a 3rd and 1. He's going to be set up almost in conference development. So we are on our own.
On our own 6, 2 safeties back at the 25, maybe longer.
3rd and 29 at the 6. Are we going to take a timeout? No, we don't. Somebody's calling the timeout. Official called a timeout to talk to another official. The clock starts. 7.5 minutes to go. Carson, a quick hitter to Owen Irvin. And the Rams stopped that after a very short gain, if any gain. And now the punt team is going to have to have an exceptional play because Garrett Burns is going to be standing a couple yards in the end zone, or maybe right on the goal line now. He's going to be set up about 3 yards deep in the end zone. The ball's on the 8. A good snap. Garrett moves out, gets off a nice kick that's going to roll in the right direction.
Boy, that's a great kick.
That's going to be a dandy, and now we're going to need to play defense. Get all set up again. So Garrett Burns can give him 52 yards on that punt, 52 yards and no return. A net of 52 will take it. We desperately needed that. He's done that multiple times here in the first half of the season. He's kind of done everything this season, Adam. We saw him up at Troy. He started at quarterback. He had scored the Eagles' first touchdown of the season. Good defensive player, and now the Eagle defense really needs to step up.
Yeah, when
we're going to be at the 40, Penns Valley at their own 41 to start with 6:46 to go and a scoreless first half.
Now the Rams are going to go 4 wide with Elgin back in the backfield with him. Burns gets through.
So Trey Green on contact there. And now the Eagles are showing some emotion, the good helmet slap from Chase Thompson. And a couple Eagles bit the fake there, Adam, and weren't sure where that was at. Trey Green did his job, slid over to the left, and he brought Brungard down for a 4-yard loss, 2nd and 14. Penns Valley 3 out to the right, and the short throw, a completion, but a good solid Ethan Coleno tackle. Miles Brooks. Penns Valley has sure-handed receivers, Adam. They haven't.
Yeah, they do.
Huge play now.
They've caught a lot of slants up there over the middle.
Adam, you're on the call as the Rams come out with a big 3rd and 6 at their own 45.
So you might even see that again here, slant over the middle as they've, as you said, had sure hands and caught every one of them. But Brungart's going to take the snap, 3 wide to the right, and Cameron Watkins almost gets a hand on him.
Great coverage.
And just as we say about the sure-handed receivers.
Well, that was great coverage. That receiver might have
It was
been
great
short-handed.
coverage.
Cameron Watkins narrowly missed a sack. And now we're going to set the Rams up to punt. And here comes a bunch of the youngsters on the punt return team. Ethan Chico, Wyatt Spackman, Gavin Bennett coming on, Chase Thompson, Caleb Mattis, and Chandler Burns coming out. So we have a mix there. We're going to have, do we still have Gavin and Owen back deep, Adam?
Yes.
Penns Valley punter standing on his own 31-yard line. Our guys both on the 20. It's high. It's coming to Owen Irvin. It's going to roll. We left it roll. And that ball landed right between Owen Irvin and Gavin Eckley, and it took a beautiful Penns Valley roll. And the Eagles are, when we thought we might not be pinned deep, we're now pinned down at the 2. And now it's time to play mistake-free football and get out of that.
Yeah, best case scenario would have been a fair catch there.
Fair catch can draw even coverage interference. So we're going to start on our own 2 with 5:22 to go in a scoreless game. Alexander Lefebvre coming in at the right guard. He's a sophomore.
Got a heavy package in here. Owen Irvin, the only one outside, and
Is that Garrett
that's
Burns?
Garrett Burns. It takes the snap, and he gets
That's
up
a fine
almost
way
to
to
the.
come out away from the goal line. What did I just say? Patient, ran hard. Well, I stick with this for a little bit. He got 8. We'll take 8. We're out to the 10.
Burns back in the backfield again. He once
he
again
goes.
takes
He's
up
gonna
off
have
the
a
middle.
first down. He's
Takes
gonna
off
run
up the
over
middle,
2
and boy,
Rams,
he's
3
running
Rams.
over
He's up.
everybody. And there he goes down the sideline. We've got a multitude of blockers.
So here we go. Here we go. He has bailed us out once more at this point. He is what we say in the newsletter: patient, tough, and smart. And right there, I think tough was the best of those 3 words to describe that. Oh, I don't know.
I sure hope not.
We're going to see where this flag was or what it was.
Did they throw one?
Well, I didn't see a flag, but
I see one down there in the sidelines.
there's one on the sideline. What are we calling a sideline warning? Where we have guys cheering too loud. Maybe they thought the. So I have the headset. What did he say that was? Sideline interference, like the 1954 Cotton Bowl. Did you ever see that highlight, Doug? When the Alabama man tackled the guy. You saw it, didn't you, Coach Green? Tackled the guy from Rice.
Sideline
There was a time when
interference.
Rice could beat Bama, Doug. Coaches and players are not allowed on the white. I don't know if you heard that in the background. After that big, beautiful run, he gets all that rushing yardage. The penalty doesn't take that from him. So,
He deserves it.
what?
He deserves that rushing yardage.
Right, he deserved that rushing yardage. Yeah, dead ball. A dead ball on the BEA sideline, over exuberance. The Eagles have a first down instead of on the Penns Valley 27. It's on the Ram 42. Control your emotions. Chris Spielman said it's a game of controlled insanity, Doug. And we need to play with controlled insanity here tonight.
We got to work on a little bit of that up here.
Scoreless team, yeah. A little bit of that in the booth would help. Now we have a whole different, we have that package. I see, you got Tanner Bauer lined up in here. We got some horsepower in the backfield.
Well, it keeps working, so we're going to keep doing it.
Hang on to the football, buddy, and that's a good run. The stack moves, he blasts for 5 more.
Todd, they've got 5 yards every time so far.
Well, we need to just keep doing that. We're 4.5 minutes. Wedge block.
We don't got to fool them if we keep getting 5.
The center, the senior, the two-year starter, very solid, very strong. Ashton Phillips, his regular comrades on both sides of him. A couple protectors now, one going, now Big Chandler.
Burns in motion. Trey Green in the backfield with Garrett Burns.
The Eagles get hit with a false start there, so now we're going to have a 2nd and 10, 4 minutes left. One thing, Adam, is we rapidly are moving toward halftime in a scoreless Iron Bell Classic.
We are.
The Eagles are supposed to get the ball first in the second half, right?
Well,
so we need a score on this possession. The clock's running. We're under 4 minutes. Adam on the Garrett Burns back.
Same
there.
heavy package in there, and for the 56th time in a row,
good run.
The
good
Eagles
run
up the middle with Garrett Burns, and once again gain a significant total yardage. What we've been saying up here, it just keeps working. You don't got to fool him.
His way for a first down. That says it's on the 39. We're way off there. We have the ball on the 29. There's that.
Now we'll
direct
take
snap.
the ball out to the outside. And once again, the referee yellow flag comes flying.
There's a holding
And a
call
hold.
on the Eagles. This is an interesting game, an interesting crew here, Coach.
How many yards do you think we lost on penalties? We got 125.
Garrett Burns. So that, how far back does that go? The guy with the stick, we're back at the 38, so we have a 1st and 20, they say. 1st and 19, 1st and 20,
First
three and
and
a half
20.
minutes to go in the half. It's scoreless. I don't know that I've ever seen a Bald Eagle football team penalized this much in a first half.
I know
of
I
football.
haven't.
It's still
Same
being a
package.
scoreless game.
Garrett takes the snap, goes up the middle,
Patient and tough.
And
there it is
patiently
again, another
gains
nice run,
10
about a
yards.
10-yarder. 10 yards, Adam, so now we're back to a 2nd and 10. Yeah, he got 11. Yeah, I agree, because he's a yard past the stick. We have a 2nd and 9 at the Ram 28. We're set up. We have a timeout, and I don't. The Rams have called a timeout, and rightfully so. This possession started on the Bald Eagle 2. It's right now on the Penns Valley 28, and we've had 40 yards in penalties in this possession. We ought to be over, what? 7 rushes for 112 yards and a bunch of them on this possession. And, had it not been for the penalties, Coach, we'd be in that.
and we still got 20.
At 40 yards.
We still got 28 to go.
Yeah, he has 28 to go. 2:55 to go in a scoreless first half.
Yeah, I'd have to say Coach Tobias is over there trying to configure a plan to start.
We have 8 penalties for 77 yards, but it seems to me, standing up here, it feels like we had 15 penalties. The AD says we've had 8 penalties for 77 painful yards. And we know. Well, no, we're not going to jinx him here, but we know that he has the capability to throw too. We're not in a throwing formation, but we got 2nd and 9.
3 minutes on the board. I don't know that we're in a
we just want to score
position to throw right now. I think you're looking to take the clock down to just about nothing and run it in.
Well, let's see what this is. So now we're at 9 penalties for 82 yards. Yeah. We're good. I'm not worried now. I was more worried about 10 minutes ago than I am right now.
That flag had more hang time than any of the punts we've had.
Adam, you're on the call here because you've been calling these pretty good.
Oh, it's pretty easy to call holding penalty or a false start.
No, we're not the holding penalty.
Burns takes a snap again right up the middle, and just like the times before, gains a significant amount of yards.
Get to the 26, so he got 7. It's just a big 3rd
Looks
and
like
7.
about 7. If we do that 2 more times,
we're at the 26.
you should be able to pick up a first down. I don't think he's gotten anything less than 4 or 5 on one of these runs so far.
Adam, the line surge has been good.
Yep, there he takes a nice hole, big hole up to the left.
I think he got the first down, Adam. He's over the 20, and they're signaling a first down.
There was a massive hole to the left
now,
that the offensive line created.
You know what I'm say, Doug? No flags on that play. Garrett Burns. So we have to referee. Patient, we've seen, and tough and smart. That's what I said.
First and 10, ball in the 19. Garrett takes a snap again, takes another hole to the left. Rolls over a couple of Rams as they go flying back.
Yes, he did.
And he takes it up to about the 13.
The Eagles still have 3 timeouts left, and right now they have a 2nd down and 3 at the Ram 12. A minute and a half to go. A lot of comical fellas up here with me. Garrett out to the right. He pulls over 2 Rams. The Eagles will have a 1st and goal.
There's another 5 yards.
A minute 24 to go. The clock stops to move the sticks. I don't know I don't know about that, but now Gavin Eckley checks in and Garrett Burns comes out.
No, that can't be.
So we call a timeout. With 1:14 to go in the first half, the Eagles started on their own 2.
Well, we don't want to take Garrett Burns out.
Valley 8, and on this drive, they've been penalized for 45 yards. So if you do the math there, that would tell me that, we ought to be in that. We ought to be back there on the track on this possession, through the end zone and on the track. Yeah, over there in the school. Well, it's not a cold night. We don't need to go over there till the cold weather sets in. But on the note of the standings, Adam, what do we have here? 1st and goal on the 8. A minute 14 to go, and after this, we'll have 2 timeouts left. And that same offensive scheme is coming back out on the field.
Well, that should be 1 to 2 runs. And 2 runs might be better to take.
Is the Ram band going to be playing at halftime? Big play here. You're on it, Cowboy. Call it.
And 1 to 2 runs should get us into the end zone if we keep doing what we did. Here's the first one. And Garrett's going to get down to about the 2 or 1 yard line.
He's down to about the 2, and the Eagles don't need to hurry up.
Now maybe if they can leave a clock.
They don't need to hurry up. We
run down here.
Procedure. We have a 2nd and goal. With
we got 30 seconds. They're not worried about taking time off. They're worried about scoring. And right there is a ball to Eagle area touchdown.
Now here's a question. We're sending the kicker out. But do we take a chance and go for 2 and run that same offense and just try to bull in for a 2-point conversion?
You've gained 5 yards every time.
5 yards every time.
The past dozen times.
This kid's a good kicker. He was 6 for 6 last week, and they were dandies. But I'm just saying, hey.
I hear you.
I mean, they didn't stop that. Maybe we just line up and run a 2-pointer and try a 2-pointer. We're not doing it. We're going for the kick, and this right now is a very big play in this football game. Snap down, kick up. It looks like it is going to be good, and it is. And Caden Burns drilled that one with 53 seconds to go in a wild and entertaining first half, given that there's only 7 points been scored. The Eagles lead Penns Valley 7-0.
Todd, I'm going to get on sports books here and guess that the next Bald Eagle area play is a run.
Well, I'm thinking maybe it is, and that's now how are we going to, what's the kickoff going to look like here? What's the prediction on the kickoff, guys? What kind of sign are we going to get? Going to put it on the near side. And Coach Green says the ball's coming to about the 35, nearest the camera. So we'll see. The Eagle coverage team is on the field. There they go. Elliot Splain, Ethan Coleno, Mikey Snyder, Tanner Bauer, who's been a star on special team coverages this year. Braden Comley, Preston Reed. Caden Burns will do the kicking. Wyatt Spackman is over on the far side. Looks like Max Yetzko, Ethan Chico, and I think Gavin Burns, if I got that jersey number right, on the far side. So the Eagles really need to just cover this, get through the half. We're supposed to get the ball first in the second half, and it is about where
Pick it up.
Live ball, and Bald Eagle got the live ball. The Rams left the football lay on
I'm
the
not
ground.
sure how that
BEA
happens.
Has a huge break. Coach Green, you were only 5 yards off. It was the opposite side of the field. How about that, a live football? The Rams thought it was going to bounce out of bounds. There's that famous white line you talked about, Doug, and that ball didn't make it there. And now we're bringing our spread offense back on the field with 52 seconds left.
Well, I guess I would have lost my sports book bet.
Well, you still might see a run here. A run here would shock everybody, right?
So in comes Carson Nagel.
He's in there.
With an empty backfield.
Call it, Adam.
And he's got 3 to the right. I think it looks like a 2 tight end set. Here comes, no, we had 4 to the right. Maybe that was a late addition.
That was
the 11th guy coming in. Elliott's plane comes in.
Game here. We have 3 seconds, too. Oh, he got it off.
And a quick pass
Cale
over
Burns.
to number 7, Cale Burns, and he gets to the outside and just gets wrapped up.
We have a lot of time here, 44 seconds left.
They're going to hurry it up, save one of their timeouts.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. He called
they left
38 seconds left.
Left a few seconds off there.
We want to get a touchdown, sure. We don't want to make a mistake. We know that this kid can hit 35-yard field goals. I'm telling you, and making this a 2-score game would really be huge, no matter what that 2-score thing is. Yeah, with the ball in the second half, right, Coach? Coach and I are right on there, man. We want the football, and we know we got the football coming in the second half. What a night.
What, the Chick-fil-A?
Well, last week we had the specials. Last time we had the almond M&Ms. So BEA calls a timeout. Really nice. The freshman Carson Nagel to the sophomore Cale Burns got us 9 more. That was the same sort of play that got us 35 and got us out of a mess.
So we have 38 seconds to go and 1 timeout remaining. It is 2nd and 1. Ball in the 19. Carson Nagel takes a snap, and he passes.
Oh, they had him right. There's a flag. We got flags all over. And
that looks like a defensive pass interference call.
A couple of Rams collided with Elliott's plane. That took 5 seconds off the clock, but it's going to give the Eagles, it'll be 15 or a half the distance. It'll be something, but we're going to be down around. And you see down here, Adam, what I'm saying. Cale Burns is loosening his leg up in the event we end up in a field goal situation. But who wants a field goal situation?
Hey, I like this.
Here comes the beef back in.
Here comes the beef back in.
With a timeout left.
And I think the fans, I think us, and I think the Penns Valley Rams know what's going to happen here.
Well,
but we're going to find out. Garrett Burns in the backfield, takes a snap, and it is a run up the middle.
Now we got to call a timeout.
Now they do have to call. He gains about 2.
We have a lot of time here. We have time.
So it is now 2nd and 9. Now do they bring the spread package back in, being that we don't have any more timeouts?
Right, but 29 seconds is a long time on the short stuff. I mean, if you get the
it depends. Do you want 2 shots to the end zone? You almost have to call 2 plays if you're going to go with a run the first one.
The Iron Bells.
Because, like you said, you want to have that chance to kick the field goal if you don't make it.
Yeah, I do want to have that chance. I mean, Coach Green and I are points guys and football guys.
Well,
and we
sure.
want both. We want the points and the football.
But if you do decide to go with a run here, I think you must call 2 plays.
He knows that Bald Eagle has never had 5 consecutive postseason football teams, and this team is, if we can get out of here tonight with the Iron Bell, this team will be a step closer, Coach, to 5 straight postseason appearances. Oh,
now we're going to come in with a different package here.
But we're not there yet. And right now,
we've got Carson Nagel and Garrett Burns in the backfield.
Oh, that's a really interesting setup.
Number 23, Gavin Eckley over in the slot.
No, he says no.
Cale Burns, Owen Irvin. Cale goes in motion. Nagel takes the snap, throws wide to Carson.
He got it.
And Cameron Watkins catches the touchdown.
Here he comes. He's going to jump. He's going to leap. Cameron Watkins, who Adam the Cowboy Day said at Troy on the way home was going to be a superstar in Wingate. And the sophomore hauled that one in, and it is 13-0. And now another big extra point attempt by Caden Burns with Ethan Coleno to hold. It took the Eagles 29 seconds, Adam. And we get the ball to start the second half, 29 seconds. And that looked like a good one.
The kick is up, and it's good.
Way back and good. It is 14-0. Just like that, in 29 seconds, the Eagles moved 7 yards? Is that where we started with the football after that live ball that we covered? Well, Coach, I'm going to give you another shot here. You were good the last time. Where's this kickoff going? Tell me. What was that? That sounded like the Purdue train going off there. Is that what that was? Did you hear that? Horn? Oh, it was a truck leaving. Well, he sounded like the Purdue Boilermaker train. Now, the Bald Eagle Band, folks, is not with us tonight. There is a big and loud, and EK, put that down there on those Eagle students quick. Show these folks, before we kick off, we have a nice, big, loud, and growing contingent of school spirit fans of the student body. Here comes the same coverage team, the same 11 fellas that ended up with the football just 29 seconds ago on the game clock. We grabbed that with 52 seconds left, and there's 23 left. Well, I don't know. You got to call it, Coach. Where's it going? Maybe we're going to squib down the middle, these guys say. I don't know where Caden's going to kick it, but somewhere good. Oh, he drills it down the middle. Hey, that's a good one, too. It's going to bounce. Come on, guys, cover that ball. It's inside the 10.
Swarmed.
Good coverage.
Swarmed.
Great coverage.
Swarmed.
They're all over him. Tanner Bauer made a hit. Mikey Snyder was in there. 30-32. Yeah, Tanner Bauer and Mikey Snyder set the Rams up down there at their own 10. Now, that was a nice kickoff. That wasn't quite a squibber down the middle. That was more like a frozen rope down the middle. But we're going to talk at halftime, guys. I'm wondering what kind of offense the Eagles are going to open with in the second half. What are you thinking?
I'd come up with heavy.
The AD likes the power game, and we. Hey, and we're going to the halftime. We're going to the locker room, and after a very questionable and painful 23 minutes and 7 seconds of football in the first half, Alumni Stadium has roared to life in the final 53 seconds. 2 touchdowns. It's 14-0 BEA in a huge game. The Mountain League's fine. Clearfield's in first place, but a huge game in District 6 AA, Cowboy.
Sure is.
So we are going to, we got all kinds of good scores around us here. We're going to listen to the Penn Valley Band. We're going to stay on. Are we on mute? Are we going to mute?
Whenever you're ready.
Well, we'll go to mute right now, but we'll come back on well before the second half kickoff and talk about a few things. We hope you're enjoying this 2021 edition of the Iron Bell Classic.
attention down by the goal line, by the scoreboard end zone. That would be Dan the hot dog man, coming in for a Grubhub delivery. How this works is the louder you cheer, the better chance you got of getting one of the dogs. Right there, Tex? Hey, do that again, Butterfingers over here. She said she'll catch it the next time. Hey, we need a little better effort on these hot dog grabs, guys. If we have to dive for these hot dogs, we gotta get it done. Hey, 1st and 10 Eagles on that catch. All right, fans, hey, it's time for the game stones and all the tickets. So, Penn Valley, folks, it's an orange ticket. Penn Valley, folks, pull out your orange ticket for the game stone. Number from the orange ticket, 449418. Penn Valley game stone. Number 449418. Now for the Baltimore area green ticket for the game stone. 04342.
Okay, we are back at Alumni Stadium. The scoreboard is on a countdown, down to a minute and a half left. Both teams should very soon be returning to the field. Again, the Penns Valley band was on the field at halftime for the entertainment. They did a great job with the national anthem before the game. we have a 14-0 lead. If you just joined us, there was no scoring until the final 53 seconds of the half, Adam, and at that point the Eagles concluded a kind of improbable 98-yard drive. The drive that was mostly a lot of horsepower and Garrett Burns making tough, wise running back decisions.
It was an exciting 53 seconds.
The Eagles scored, and we were at that point actually thrilled with a 7-0 lead.
Sure.
So we were up here trying to figure out where the kickoff was going to go, and Coach Green called the yard line, the distance right. He had the opposite sideline called, though. Regardless, that ball bounced, skipped, and Penns Valley looked at it, and the Eagles pounced on the live ball and took over on the Ram 27 with 52 seconds left. 29 seconds later, we were out of timeouts. We scored a touchdown on that drive with the freshman Carson Nagel hitting the sophomore Cameron Watkins on a beautiful he threw that football a long way to the far corner of the end zone.
That was a nice pass.
And Cameron hauled that in, and now we're just now seeing Penns Valley's team is coming through the gate. The Eagles should be coming out the gate beside them. I'm seeing
got a few future Eagles down here tossing the ball around.
A couple of the young guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the future, and there's a pretty good.
That's a pretty good toss.
Wobbled a little, but we know the secret when they wobble when you're that age. Feed them cheese fries, and then they grow up to be ninth graders that can put it on the money, right?
That's right.
So the Eagles should get the football to start the second half. Now, we were studying the scoreboard with Coach Green, and we talk about the standings a lot. We say Bald Eagle has never had 5 consecutive postseason teams. This team's in position to do that. The 14 seniors on this roster are in position to be only the 3rd senior class in Bald Eagle history to get to the postseason all 3 years that they play varsity football. There's a lot of football yet to be played, but if we win tonight and move to 4-1, we're in really good shape. When we looked at everybody around us, and the teams ahead of us tonight were all favored to win, and they're all winning pretty big. The team we're tied with, the team I'm most concerned about in District 6 is Richland, the 3-time defending district champions. They're winning huge. So we will gain points with a win tonight, and we will cut the point deficit because we're playing a school that's got a couple of wins. We're looking to get some bonus points elsewhere. But we're still going to be, after this week, if this holds up, and there's a lot of football to be played. We've seen Penns Valley storm back. And keep in mind, the last 2 years, Adam, the last 2 times we played Penns Valley, as we remind them in the newsletter, Penns Valley clobbered Bald Eagle. I don't know last year if we had 2 first downs. The game was on TV. It was over there. We didn't get to watch it due to COVID.
Yep.
They just pounded us. I mean, up and down the field. Score was like 20-0, but it might as well have been 6-0 or 60-0. It was a pounding. The year before it was even worse. So that the Iron Bell, the prized traveling trophy, has not sat over there in that school to our right since 2018. And we're trying to bring that bell back tonight. Both teams are out on the field. The Eagles were hit with a lot of penalties in the first half, Adam.
They did. Flags seemed to fly on every other play, which isn't what you want to see, but they were certainly able to overcome all of those penalty yards. And
you know, Penns Valley had times when they moved to football, but they never seriously got deep into Bald Eagle territory with a possession. There were no goal line stands in the first half. I bring that up because you consider in week 2 we lost at Clearfield 21-0. It was 7-0 at the half. But we shut out Troy, and they haven't lost since, okay? We beat North Penn Mansfield 50-7. They scored when the score was 50-0. They scored late on a real nice run with basic Bald Eagles JV team on the field. Last week, we played at Huntington. I don't think the Bearcats had a possession inside the Bald Eagle 25 all night. I mean, I know it was 28-0 before the Bearcats recorded a first down. And tonight, Penns Valley has 0 at halftime. So far this season, in the 3 wins, 2 shutouts, and a 7-point and they gave up 7 points late to North Penn Mansfield.
So far, so good.
We need 24 more minutes like that tonight.
Well, that's our main focus tonight, is to get through the next 24, as you said.
And the Cowboys up here with his number 9 Romo jersey on, by the way, folks.
It's good luck.
The Eagle quarterback has number 9, and because of the tremendous fire that was lit under the Eagles in the last couple minutes of the first half, the Cowboys going to be on the offensive call on this first series. And let's see who we've got here on the special teams on the return team.
So once again, we have
Alexander Lefebvre, the freshman Caleb Close, the freshman Wyatt Spackman. Lefebvre is a sophomore. We have Gavin Bennett and Braden Comley. That's the front 5. Tanner Bauer, who's been a standout on special teams. What jersey number do we have right here in front of us on the 40, Adam? I can't see it from the angle we're at.
That's looks like number 8. That looks like Cameron Dubbs.
Oh, yeah. Well, we know him from a couple sports, too.
Sure do.
Mikey Snyder is set up on the 25, and beside him is... Who's our near side guy here in the 25, guys? No, he's 8, and
he's
behind
8.
him. But we have Gavin and Owen back deep. Is it? Okay, it's Chase Thompson if it's jersey 5. There's a short kick. They're not taking a chance back, and Mikey
Snyder falls on
wisely fell on that football. That was a squibbler that got away. Good job, good coverage, good covering on that football so we don't make a mistake early and we start the – and that, Alan, that was your partner.
That's my cornhole partner.
Cornhole World
Mikey
Championship, July 4th in Ardrey Hollow every year. That was Adam's cornhole partner. And Adam, you're on the call, and here comes the beef again.
Well, Mikey, good job on recovering that. Much rather have that than what we saw the Rams do. And Garrett Burns is going to take the snap, run up the middle, and not be quite as successful as we saw all of the last drive, but we did pick up a couple yards. So maybe Coach Tobias made a few adjustments at halftime. Maybe they just got lucky. We'll see. But we're going to keep the same heavy package in here. It's 2nd down and 8. Once again, Owen Irvin here by himself. And Garrett will take the snap, and he will act like he's going to run, fake it, and toss way downfield. And 25, I hear some grumbling in the crowd, but I think 25 had real good coverage there.
Yeah, Logan Crater was right with Owen on that. Owen's an outstanding receiver. His touchdown catch last week against the end line, just inside the end line, and Huntington made the Channel 10 play of the week among 30 games that they covered. When that ball left and started the trajectory, I thought we had a shot at hitting the big one.
Yeah, I mean, it was a nice pass, but kudos to number 25 for the Rams. So in comes Carson Nagel, and he's got Burns in the backfield. He drops back and tosses a pick to number 21, Ty Watson.
Yeah, he threw that right. There wasn't an eagle around there, so something was amiss, and Penns Valley gets their first big break at them, just 48 seconds in, and the Rams will play hard and they'll play tough, and they're going to open. So they're going to start in the best field position they've had all night on the 13 of BEA. And they're going to have Brungard and who? Is that Elgin lined up beside him?
Does look like Elgin lined up beside him.
And they will fight, and they
4
will
wide.
play hard the whole
Brungard's
time.
going to go back and tosses a short ball.
Was that ball tipped?
Was it tipped?
Maybe 50. Or was it 68?
60. Ashton Phillips got hold. I don't know who tipped it.
The ball was tipped. I'm going to say Chandler Burns. 68 and 50 are the two tackles that we have. It's 2nd and 10 for Penns Valley at the BEA 13. And we'll just see how this plays out. That was a big stop on the first play, but we're going to have to hold the line.
Trips right, and a handoff goes to Elgin to the left.
Swarming, the Eagles get him. He didn't get real far. He got about 2. Multiple Eagles on that. Trey Green over there. Yeah, and Hunter McCool. those two guys, and I think Cameron was wrapped up on his ankles too. So, and now we have two huge plays, Adam.
Yeah.
The Rams really, if you're Penns Valley, you really needed to convert that.
Yeah, I'm going to guess a failed attempt's just going to lead to a fourth.
Tip pass. Another when the Eagles are getting their hands up. But, in the first half we didn't do that. Now it's 4th and 9.
Sure. I was saying fourth down
play.
attempt. So
a huge play, and there have been a couple of them at that end of the field in the last minute of the first half, and now in the first minute and a half of the second half.
In comes Hunter Lyons for the Rams.
Yeah, he's had both of them. So Chandler Burns, we called him Basher Burns when he's in there as a tackle, and we call Hunter McCool Mahler McCool, and those guys have done the job, and this is a huge 4th and 9 at the BEA 12.
Ilgen in the backfield with Brungart. 2 wide right.
And heavy rush.
In comes Cameron Watkins with a big sack.
You said he's a future star, Adam. You said it on the way home from Troy. Now here you go. You talk about big plays. Big plays. Who made the tackle? Did Carson Nagel make the tackle on the interception? Because Ty Watson could have walked in on a pick six, and the Rams did not score. They didn't get a pick six. Instead, they ended up with a first down at the 13, and they come away with nothing, and now BEA takes back over on the 20. So, I mean, you make a mistake, and then
Carson, shake that one off, and let's drive down the field here now. In little pitch pass to Gavin Eckley, and he's going to get swarmed up in the backfield with a couple yard loss.
That was an interesting call. But you're on the offensive call here, Adam. I'm just taking this in. It's going to be 2nd and 12.
I'm going to guess that's going to be about 2nd and 12. Yep, confirmed loss of 2 here.
Coach Green's calling for beef, folks. Didn't you see the sign? Eat more chicken. That's what we did before the game, guys. So,
in the backfield, Carson Nagel takes a snap and tosses one out to Owen Irvin. Irvin gets upfield, shakes off one guy, shakes off 2, jukes a third, and he gets a first down.
What a nifty, beautiful 13-yard pickup.
That's not good. Owen's limping here.
He's what?
He's limping.
Oh, he's fine. I think he's fine. He's
Well, we'll see.
Scott's looking at Owen Irvin. It's over.
So in comes Elliott Splain for Owen Irvin. He's going to be on the outside now. Back in the backfield is Garrett Burns. And Trey Green goes in motion. He's the lead blocker.
Good run. Hard run, tough. 3
Good
yards,
hard run,
2 yards.
picked up a couple yards.
Coach Green, one of the things I'm going to look for here is Adam's calling this. We're going to see if our depth kind of helps us really take over here. You would hope so and think so.
In comes number 11, Hayden Vaughn. So you're going to have Vaughn in the slot. Elliott Splain on the near side. Cameron Watkins on the far side. Got the 2 tight end package. And Nagel takes the snap. Goes out wide to Hayden Vaughn. And Vaughn's going to pick up a couple more. That's going to be about a 3rd and 5 now.
Owen's back in the ball game, and
Irvin
you know what I like here. Actually, I know it's early yet in the 3rd quarter, but we're taking our time. We're letting that play clock run. You got a lot of time, Carson. You got 20 seconds and counting. We're under 8 minutes to go. We've chewed up 4 minutes here. We want to keep scoring. Don't get me wrong, but you want to limit the amount of time that Penns Valley. They're always dangerous if they get the football. He got a first down.
There was
looks
like a busted play. Was that a busted play?
Yeah, it was.
Busted play turns into about a 6-yard gain to Hayden Vaughn, and that's a first down.
And Hayden did a great job to get the first down there, Adam. I mean,
Yeah, you
That
kind of
easily
heard us
could have
go
been short
silent
2
there
yards.
because we were kind of wondering what happened, and then things turned out well. As we mentioned, Owen Irvin back in the game. 10 seconds down onto the
well,
play
now
clock,
the game
and
clock's not running, so we don't get any benefit of the slow down here. But
a quick handoff to Burns.
great run.
Burns runs tough.
Great run. Tough, hard.
Burns runs tough. Got contacted behind the line of scrimmage and ended up gaining a couple yards.
You do that every time, you never lose, Adam.
As long as it's 3
Fine.
yards and not
As long as it's
2.
3. Well, yeah, and he got 4. He got 4. So
And he got 4.
and this possession started on the BEA 27 or 20-yard line. I apologize. After the Cameron Watkins sack.
Another handoff to
Yeah.
number 5, Chase Thompson.
Ball carrier number 5, Chase Thompson. Tackle for a loss by number 77, Scott West. Picking up a 3rd down and 8.
What are you doing here, Coach? You going downfield with it? No short stuff. We're going to take this one downfield.
Yeah, I think we're going to take this one downfield.
Adam's on the call. He's going to say we're going downfield. Just over 6 minutes to go in a fairly quickly moving third
5
quarter.
seconds on the game clock. The play clock. Quick handoff fake. And from behind comes number 77. I think Carson could feel him.
Yeah, it's Hess, I think. And he's Scott Hess, a junior. That Ram has caused some problems up front tonight. Here's Garrett Burns punting now. Adam, he's done everything, and one of the things he's done superbly the entire year has had excellent punts.
Well, he already has a 50-plus yard punt today.
Yeah, with no return. And Thompson's back.
Here's a chance to
for the
get another
Rams.
one. Oh, there's a fake. It goes to Thompson and doesn't go anywhere.
And that's a high-risk play there. I'm not. So now the defense is going to be called on again. I don't know. We have 5:57 to go in the third quarter. The Eagles 14, the Rams 0, and again those first 14 points came in a span of a half a minute in the final minute.
Well, you said it, Todd.
of
The
the
defense
first
is going to get called on again.
They're
So
going to be called
let's
on
see
again
if they
and
can
again,
answer.
And they've been called on. They've answered the call every week, and they're going to have to answer it here all night. Who's back there? Elgin with Brungard.
Elgin and Brungard are back there.
Yeah. Is it Brooks
Miles
in
Brooks goes in motion. Brungard goes back and tosses one deep.
Good coverage by Max. Max Yesko was right on that Ram, Adam.
He
Right
was.
on him. And that play, when it opened up, looked like it might turn into a big one for the Rams, a big hitter. Good coverage by Max Yesko. Still want to see him get a pick six, and we'll know there's a correlation.
Then we'll
between
know
him
there's a
being in the booth
correlation.
and him. And yeah, well, yeah, get it on camera.
Don't worry, we got
That was
somebody
good
here.
Coverage. Keep the coverage up. There we go. The Eagles.
Run up the middle for Elgin,
Trey
goes
Green,
nowhere.
Caleb Madison, Cameron
And
Watkins.
another flag thrown with authority. What was that?
And the Eagles made a tackle for a loss, but there was a mix-up, some kind of a scuffle. Dead ball, personal foul on Penns Valley. Maybe the Rams'
Wow.
tempers are getting a little bit.
You can
of
all
the
those.
best
You
of
always
them
tell
there.
those personal foul flags have a little bit more pop to them when they come out of the pocket.
And I don't know what kind of motion Chandler Burns down here has his helmet off on the sideline, but he just actually looked a little bit like a basketball player. Doug, he left the ground by about 3 feet to fire the crowd up here. Yeah. And he has that good military haircut. We like those. Now the officials are going to stop play for a second. I don't know, maybe to explain something to the Ram coaches. It's third down. We got to get the down right. You got second on now. We got third down. This is not Beaver Stadium, guys. We'll get the down right here. 5.5 to go. Adams on the call. It's a 3rd and 28.
3rd and 28. Brungart in the backfield with Tanner Ilgen. Rams have 3 wide to the left. 9 seconds to go in the play clock. Down to 3 seconds ago. And Brungart takes the snap with 2 Eagles.
And we nearly had a pick.
2 Eagles closing in on Riley Brungart.
That's a hard ball to pick off because the Ram receiver went into the air. And, wow. There's a lot of yelling. I'm the only one you heard because I have the mouthpiece right by me, but these guys behind me were louder than I was. 5:06 to go in the third quarter. The Rams have a 4th and 28 at their own 37. Owen Irvin and Gavin Eckley are back deep, waiting on the Penns Valley punt. The Ram punter is going to be standing on his own 24-yard line when the ball is snapped. The Eagles may come after this. Good, clean snap.
Jackson Romig with the high punt, and Eckley fields it clean. Eckley with a great return there. You love to see guys go straight upfield whenever they catch it.
Now he's fearless, and we talked about this. That was a punt? Was that a punt last week, Doug? That he actually got penalized as the ball carrier for targeting. When he fielded one like that last week at Huntington, he was about 20 yards into the return.
We were talking about that earlier.
Lowered his head, ran over the tackler.
Quite interesting.
And after a referee discussion on who the flag was on, I actually saw them call the guy with the football for targeting.
Was the discussion as long as the one today?
4:56 to go, Adam. What do you got here?
4:56. Still a 14-0 ball game.
Yeah, we need to put in
Carson and Burns both in the backfield. Back comes Gavin Eckley in a fake handoff. We're getting
the AD's animated tonight up here.
Couple trick plays here in recent.
We're gonna have to give you like an apple and like fruit like they give the ADs.
Haven't quite worked out.
Universities.
It's now 2nd and 16.
The comfort and the air condition, But the Eagles
fake
lost
run
6
reverse
on that
didn't.
Play, and now we have a 2nd down and 16. And I love the Bald Eagle defense, but I'd like to see him be off the field for a while.
Eckley with a quick pass, a quick catch, and he gets swarmed. Probably going to lose a couple yards there.
Gavin Eckley.
Gavin Eckley caught that.
And we're under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, but you cannot let a football team hang around. Every play counts, Adam.
I'd like to see that heavy package back in there.
Well, yeah, but on 3rd and 20, I agree with you.
Well, not right now, but
the heavy package, these guys are up here looking for the heavy package, and right now we have trips to the left and a 3rd and 20.
Nagel drops back, looks deep
downfield
downfield, and tosses one deep to number 7. Oh!
We needed that one.
Cale Burns.
But instead, the Eagles will have a 4th and 20.
Cale Burns was able to burn the Rams defenders. Wasn't quite able to hang on to it. And I think he's a little upset with himself, but keep your head up.
And now we need another good punt, another good coverage.
We're looking for another good punt from Garrett. Oh, and it gets blocked. Partially blocked and doesn't go maybe even past the 50.
So that was a tough possession for the Eagles. They had an opportunity there to make a big stride to working toward applying the knockout, and they didn't get it. And now Penns Valley
is in control of the field position game right now.
Yeah, and they have the ball right at midfield with a 1st and 10.
1st and 10. The scoreboard says 1st and 20, but they need to change that.
The defense has played magnificently tonight, and they're going to have to keep doing it.
In the backfield is Brungart and Ilgen. A pass is high. Goes through the hands of number 2, Ethan Coleno. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
He's off the mark here too, Adam, right now in the second half. He was throwing a lot of really nice, they were playing a lot of nice pitch and catch. They were
throwing a lot of nice slants.
When you look at the American flag over there, there's quite a wind. Steve always points out the wind conditions, Doug. And it's windy. I mean, it's hitting us in the face here in the booth. Brungart on a 2nd down and 10 at midfield. We need a short tackle, and Max and Trey and was it Gavin? Max, Trey, and Gavin.
Zach Brock picks up.
Knocked Brock out after about a gain of 2.
Couple yards.
Maybe 3.
Be 3rd and 8.
Yeah. Tanner Bowers coming in for
3rd and 7.
Cameron Watkins is coming out. The Eagles are going with the 3-down lineman on a 3rd and 7. They're on 47. Brungart throws, and there is a short tackle by Chase Thompson.
Nice job, Chase Thompson.
No yards after the catch. It's a 4th down. Penns Valley, I would think, is going to go for it here. 4th and 4. Well, they're sending a punt team.
That was a big tackle by Chase Thompson. There was nobody out.
They're going to try to draw the Eagles off sides. So we need a big special teams play. Owen Irvin's going back deep by himself. I don't know that the Eagles are really going to buy that this is going to be a punt. And Romig back to punt for the Rams. He's on his own 43. Watch the football, guys. Watch the ball. The snap's back. There's not much of a rush. That's fine. Owen bounces straight up in the air. And Penns Valley covers it. And BEA is going to have to get, we need a couple first downs anyway. We're down deep in our own territory. We're going to take over at our own 15 with 1:49 to go in the 3rd quarter. The Eagles 14, the Rams nothing, and all the Eagles scoring came within a half-minute time span in the final minute of the first half. And now we go back into the beef. I think, well, you guys had your Eat More Chicken sign up here, and now the beef is back on the field. Is that what we have or no? A little bit of an offset. Now there
goes
the
Burns.
Beef. So that gets us out of a hole, all 34 yards of it. Patient, smart, and tough. You see, he was 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he hadn't even decided which way he was going yet. Then he took off, and he came right toward Coach Green's camera. You got a good shot of that one, Coach. He got 34 on that. We have a first down at the 49. We're going to figure out how many yards he has here later. Is he going to get more on this carry? In fact, he's going to get a whole bunch more.
Well, he's bouncing off defenders left and right.
You know, Doug, you know what this reminds me of right here? This reminds – oh, and you missed it, so I'm not bringing up an old thing. This reminds me of Blake Roberts running through Forest Hills. Well, that was okay, Doug. I was there for you. I was crying for both of us. The Rams are calling a timeout. So he got 34, and then he tacked on 13 more. That's 47. How many yards rushing does he have? Okay, we have a timeout, so you have time to add. Use south of the bridge math, okay? We're south of the bridge, so please use south of the bridge math. The cowboy knows what that means, don't you?
I do.
The bridge being the Beach Creek Bridge, all right? So
south of the bridge math is a good
south
thing.
Of the bridge. Use south of the bridge math for us here. What are they trying to give away over there, Coach? Nachos? Cheese fried pickles? Deep fried pickles. Who would eat a deep-fried pickle on a Keith?
I would.
Garrett Burns now has 204 yards rushing from the beef look.
204.
19 carries. So that's more than 10 a carry. Because 10 a carry would be 190 yards. So he's at about 10.7 or 8 if I'm doing the math right. We had 98 and 2 carries, so that's okay. You know, you can have a lot of short carries and big runs. We opened at Huntington in 1979. Mike Kresovich had 2 carries and 143 yards, and we had a 2-touchdown lead. Yeah, I know, but they took them out. So here we go with 120
on the
to
Penns
go.
Valley
We're
38. We'll start with
up
a minute
here.
20. Burns is going to be back, take a snap, and he jukes out someone in the backfield.
Well, that's fine. That cuts his average back a little. I think he only got about 4 there.
He's only going to pick up 3 or 4 yards, but that without
That's
that
fine.
juke in the backfield, it could have been -4.
What could have been, and you know what it did? It just chewed another half minute off that clock.
It
We're
did.
down under a minute to go in the third quarter. We have a 2nd and 7 at the Penns Valley 35. This started on the BEA 15, and Garrett Burns, the senior.
2nd and 7. He takes a snap again, goes up the middle, is wrapped up, and gains a couple more. That will bring up 3rd and about 3.
Well, you know, it's funny because right before the Troy game when we were talking about who, you know, in the week before, and we're going to play here.
They can let the
We don't have
quarter
to
run
play.
out if they'd want.
Well, we're not going to do that.
But they're
We're
not
gonna
gonna
just
do
keep
that.
Running and running and running, and I think he got a first down. Cameron Watkins says he has it. I hope he's right. Yep, they're clapping. He got another first down. That's going to run out the third quarter. The Garrett Burns show will continue, I think, when we resume action in the fourth quarter, Adam. We started on the 15. We just went 35 and 22. We went 57 yards, and he's carried the football, 7 times. But this game's far from over. We need another score. Make it a 3-score game. We'll take any score right now to make it.
Yeah,
a
I'd feel
3-score.
comfortable with a score here at the end of this drive.
Hey, Doug, other good news. Barring a stunning comeback in Towanda tonight, we are going to get 10 bonus points because our buddies from North Penn Mansfield, who we beat 50-7 here, are laying it on their Northern Tier League Conference opponent, Towanda, according to Coach Green. We'll take those 10 extra points anytime. And then, of course, we're rooting for Troy, who we're the only team that beat Troy this year. They play Wellsboro tomorrow afternoon, and we think Troy's going to win that game, right? I mean, with those 300-pound linemen, we're the only team that had an answer for them this year, and that'll probably be that way for a while. We're going to go with fourth quarter beef, according to Coach Green. Well, who's a player to watch in the fourth quarter? Well, I don't know. We're big on W's. That's our favorite stat, but we'll keep track of the Garrett Burns run, but.
Quick pass off the ground.
Well, actually had that throw been up just a hair, they were caught off guard. They had no idea that was coming. That could have opened up and been pretty big. It's 2nd and 10 at the Penns Valley 28.
Garrett Burns goes in motion, and that will be a run. Nice block by Burns. And Garrett Burns.
Down. Now Coach Green's calling for the hammer and not the beef. But, Adam, you remember, as this one ought to take, we got another first down. He picked up 14 more there. We have a first down at Penns Valley 14. You remember Coach Nagel said, they're talking about a freshman quarterback. He said, we have a senior quarterback that's good, but the senior quarterback's also our best running back. Remember him saying that?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're seeing here. The Rams are shifting, and Garrett's he kind of slipped there, and Hess wraps him up for a bit of a loss. It's going to be 2nd down and about 12 or 13. Let's see where they mark it back at the 17. So it's going to be 2nd down and 13. We'll be under 11 minutes to play in the game. We're on the Penns Valley 17. We have a 14-0 lead. Garrett Burns in the quarterback position, running to his right.
Nice.
Penns Valley shifted that way. He gets about 2. So now we're going to have a 3rd and 11 at the 15-yard line. So, well, here's a thing for you, Coach. If it's 3rd and 11 and we get positive yardage, let's say we do, are we going to be in position? We're going to try a field goal. I'm thinking way ahead. I'd sooner get a first down or a touchdown. Penns Valley got him by the shirt, and that was enough to slow him down. The rest of the Ram defense swarmed over. That's got to be a tiring run, but he centered the ball. So let's see what we're going to do. And here comes on a fourth down. Here comes the more the spread offense in. So we are going to forego an attempt at what would be about a 31-yard field goal. It looks like we're going to put our offense on the field the way the defense has played. So far, you'd think that's a good call. Clock's running. Adam, we got, 10 seconds left on the play clock. And that's plenty of time. They're getting set up, but we're down to 5.
4 wide.
There's a delay of game, and that hurts us. Well, I don't think – no, we didn't get a timeout called, so some a little bit of mental mistakes and a little lack of sense of urgency, maybe confusion, Doug. I don't know, but we have 9:36 to go in the game with a 4th and 15 now at the Penns Valley 19. And I don't know. I think this kicker can hit a 36-yarder. I'm very confident he can hit a 31-yarder. His extra point, the last one, landed behind the blue back there. That's got to be a 40-yard kick. That's what I thought was coming out. But I don't question these guys that way. But you got to wonder, game situation. We're up by 14. I mean, that calling that young kicker in to kick 6 weeks from now, Coach, when a trip to Mansion Park's on the line, that could be a good confidence adjuster, rehearser for that. Sure. I'm getting way ahead though. We got to stay healthy. Every day's a crazy day, right, AD? Yeah. Mount Union got hit with a forfeit tonight. Well, they did. They don't even know if they forfeited last week, but the scoreboard says they lost 1-0 to West Branch. So, spread offense. It's 4th and 10.
Eckley and Irvin on the right. Eckley goes in motion, trips to the left. Carson Will gets sacked.
And that now the defense is going to have a lot of fire. A lot of fire. And the defense is coming back out there on the field. Some of them stay. You see Garrett Burns, number 3. He's still on the field, Adam. The defense is out there. It looks like Chandler and Hunter and Caleb and Cameron up front. This kind of looks like the 11 we've seen a lot of the game. Rams are spreading it out, and we need big defense. Broomgart's got 9.5 minutes to rally the Rams. They're down by 2 scores.
Yetzko, Coleno, and Eckley on this side. And the ball goes to the opposite side to number 25. That's Logan Crater.
Yeah,
that'll be a first down.
He came down right around the mark, so they did give him the first down. He got that, and the Rams' first play puts him on the move. Positive yardage.
Clock continues to run. We're at 9 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the game.
The Eagles need to stay tough on defense. They got to stay tough on defense.
Trips to the right again for the Rams.
Now I think you're going to see something.
And they're getting a little confused. Play clock down to 1. Broomgart rolls out to the right, and he gets pushed out of bounds as he tosses it. I think it was out before. I think it was out before he ever tossed it.
Yeah, I think he was. I
don't like the incomplete call.
Yeah, that's a great force by the Eagles senior defensive end Caleb Mattis. Hayden Vaughn is coming in the game, and the Eagle freshman, and we talked about him too a little bit, Adam Wyatt Spackman. We see him on special teams. He's on the field there in defense. Crucial situation with under 9 minutes to go. We're going to see a lot of him, I think. A lot of him.
So they will keep it an incomplete pass, and they hand it off to Ty Watson, who gets to the outside, turns it upfield, and he gains 5, which will bring up about a fourth
And the
In
official
5.
says the clock's going to keep running. He's in bounds. So we're 8.5 minutes left. The Eagles up 14-0. Alexander Lefebvre and Hayden Vaughn come out. The Eagles are back to their standard front four, and they've been superb the entire season. Penns Valley with a big 3rd and 6.
Oh, I said 4th
Where's
and 5.
Broomgart
Sorry,
going with
folks.
it, Adam?
3 to the left.
Watson.
Pass it out to Ty Watson.
I think we might have a hold on the Rams there. We have an Eagle getting up kind of
Barring
slow.
an Eagle penalty,
And there
it'll
is
become 4th down.
big Hunter McCool. And Adam, we talked about how quick he is. He was in on that tackle, in on that mix-up. He's slow getting up. We talked about how he ran down quarterbacks this year. And here he's making the play way out. And the Rams were guilty of a hold there. That's going to back them up. They're going to have a 3rd and long. Let's say 3rd and 16.
3rd and 16.
The ball's going to be on their own 27. Good opportunity here, Adam, to be alert and get a turnover. Get the hands up, maybe get a tip pass. You got to think they're throwing.
I think I'd be fine with an
Doug,
incomplete
you and I
pass
did
here.
that game here when they nearly came back from a 28-point deficit in 2018, and they ran a couple screens. They ran them at really odd times and got back in the game that way. So we got to watch that stuff. A low snap.
Broomgart
They're
rolls
after
out to
him.
the right, and
Cameron
Caleb
was
Mattis
after him.
chases him down.
He's
He's able to get the ball off with a lot of pressure from Mattis.
Our guys, Gavin Eckley and Chase Thompson, were in excellent coverage over there. He got that off, and that could have been a pick six too. So we have now forced a 4th and 16. The Rams have 2 timeouts left. They're on their own 27. They have no choice but to punt here, I think. And the Eagle defense has held again at this point. And they say they're at 4th and 16. The Ram punter is on his own 16-yard line.
Jackson Romig back to punt. Gets the ball, and it is a high punt.
Coming down to Owen, who fair
Fair
caught it.
catch by Owen. He drops it and is able to get back on it.
And he fair caught that ball. It hit him at about the 37. It skipped backward, and after the muff, he recovered the muff, and he got it on the 28, maybe. 29-yard line, they're saying, is going to be the official mark. The standard offense is coming back on. The freshman quarterback, Carson Nagel. Garrett Burns is lined up with him in the backfield. We have 7:27 to go. We need no mistakes, and we need to get some first downs. We're going to the air.
Carson with
steps up.
time. Throws it out wide to Cameron Watkins. Watkins turns upfield and gains
He got
about
a nice
6.
gain on that. Nice gain. A little bit of a dangerous situation for us there, I think, but we did just fine. He had a great gain. We got a first down. He got 10 yards at him.
He did get 10 yards. I said 6. What was I talking about?
Yeah, well, I was a little confused with where they finally marked him out down here too, but a 10-yard Carson.
That's north of the bridge math.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Handoff now
There
to
goes
Garrett Burns,
Pulling
and he gets
first
another
down,
10.
I think he gets 10. And now we're in position where we do need to watch that play clock and chew and chew and chew. That what we just ran, 2 more of them would be fine right at the moment. We're under 7 to go. We're getting set. Cameron's going to be set out wide right. Elliott Splain wide left. Gavin's in the slot. Garrett's in the backfield beside Carson. Trey's the H-back. The offensive line's doing fine.
Eckley
Gavin
comes
in
back to
motion.
the backfield, takes a
Quick hitter to
handoff,
Gavin. He bounces
breaks
by
one
guy,
tackle, breaks 2, and
the
then
Rams
gets
wrap him
swarmed up.
She got 2. So we're going to have a 2nd and 8 at the Penns Valley 48. Under 6.5 minutes to go. Clock running. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. Most important stat on that board, Adam. is the 14-0 that the Eagles have.
It is an important one. Nagel drops back to pass and completes it to Cameron Watkins,
who stayed in bounds.
Who did stay in bounds, which is very important right now. He'll get to the 45, the Ram 45, and it'll be about 3rd and 4. Or 2nd and 4. I think it's 3rd and 4. Yeah.
With about 5.5 minutes to go by the time this play's over and done with. Nice catch, a beautiful catch.
Nice passing catch, very similar Watkins. To the last play.
At the Penns Valley 38, the Eagles will set up with 5:33 to go and a first down. Gavin in motion. Fumbled football. That could have been a disaster. That could have been a scoop and go. The clock's running. Folks, we got to get through this one tonight. We got a lot of work to do between now and the trip to Gray Field next week, Coach. Timing? Yeah, we got to get there, right? Yeah. Got to get there first. 5 minutes left in this one. We're not out of the woods by any means yet. 2nd down and 17. Oh my.
Nagel's pass to Watkins.
Did you see the movie laid on him, Adam? We have a 3rd down, but it's manageable. He got 14 on that, and he got about all that on his own. It was 2nd and 17, and they got him now as a 3rd and 3. Bald Eagle with a 3rd and 3 at the Penns Valley 31. We're back in the air. We got a good protection. He's looking, and he overthrows, and I think that overthrow was okay given how it went. Where's the flag? The flag. Okay, so what's Penns Valley going to do? If they take it, they let us. Well, if they take it, we get another down. It's a spot foul. It's 3rd down. We have 4:17 to go in the game. So it's going to be a long situation, long down situation. 3rd and I'm going to say, I don't know. 3rd and what do you got there, Cowboy?
3rd and a while.
Yeah, 3rd and about 18.
Nagel rolls out
pressure.
And gets chased down.
There he goes. The ball's loose. Brungard had it. The Rams get it. The Eagle defense is going to be asked to come through again with 4:06 to go in the ball game.
Is that Brungard that just missed picking it up?
Brungard had a chance to scoop it and
run.
Scoop it and run, and he didn't get the handle on it. Or we'd be looking at a very tense moment here right now. We still have kind of a tense moment. The Eagle defense is on the field.
Not out of the woods yet.
About them. Well, we're talking shutout. I want to talk about let's get the win.
Said our favorite stats, the W,
moving
right?
Around there, I don't know. And there's a quick throw, a quick hitter, and the ball's on the ground. He had him, Adam.
Yeah, Logan Crater dropped that one.
In and out of the hands of Logan Crater. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the Penns Valley 48. So you think about this. Let's watch about, in a game, they say a game of inches. Brungart
and Ilgen in the backfield, and Ilgen's going to take it to the outside.
Turn it up.
He's going to pick up the first
They're
down.
in Bald Eagle territory with just under 4 minutes to go. They will fight till the end. They will fight hard. Wyatt Spackman, the Eagle freshman, is coming into the game. And Cameron Watkins, sophomore defensive end, coming out. The Eagles they have 4 down linemen. They have one guy kind of back deep center field. There's a
Fake
give.
handoff,
Well, I thought it was,
and a quick
just
toss
not a
out
fake.
to
That was a fumble. That was a backward pass, lateral, whatever you want to call it. Penns Valley's going to lose yardage there. That could have been a disaster for the Rams.
Could have been. He caught it.
Oh, he caught it?
He did. It was a very nice catch,
I
although
thought
it didn't
was
get
a
any
run.
yards.
He threw it. He threw it. It was 2 yards behind him. I don't know. The clock's continuing to run at 2nd and 13 for Penns Valley at the ball.
You got to think they're going to start taking a couple shots downfield. He's going to roll out to the right.
Chandler was chasing him, and
another miss for the Rams.
And there's a flag.
Ah, jeez.
And I don't know what this flag is. This flag.
I hope it wasn't a hit after the.
Well, I hope that wasn't the call either, but I don't know what the. Well, who was the flag on? Is it?
It was one of those tosses with a pop.
Was it
That scares me.
Well, yeah, but was it a?
Yeah, he did throw it after the play.
Is it on Penns Valley? Yeah, it could have been. That's what I thought. Maybe there was just an internal scuffle on Penns. So the Rams make a big mistake there. So the down counted. That's a big penalty. The Rams are going to, with 2:55 to go. And this is, do you have what do you have for? So what do you have for?
The Rams will have one last play here to make something happen.
Garrett Burns rushing. We'll get that here after the.
What are they doing?
Owen Irvin's going back deep.
They're punting?
The Rams appear to be punting with 2:55 to go. A low snap. He gets it off. A rush by Trey Green. That ball almost hit an Eagle, but it comes down. They're all getting away from it. Penns Valley will down it on the 23-yard line with 2:44 to go. Now, are we going to see the beef offense, guys? They want to see, they're calling for the beef here, and let's see, and it looks like that is exactly what we're going to see. I see the extra lineman, Alexander Lefebvre, the sophomores, joined the regulars in there, and Chandler is now back in the backfield. He scored a touchdown last week at Huntington as a running back.
And I know it was 4th and 20-something, but I'm surprised they didn't at least take a shot being down 14 points.
Yeah, they play the percentages, Adam.
Wow.
That's what I'm thinking, right?
Hey.
Garrett Burns. He pulls forward. He gets positive yardage. And that's all you need if you're going to run clock. And
just
there's
hold on to the
down
ball.
On the field getting up slow, and he's not getting up. So 81. Yeah, we've seen him on the field a lot tonight.
Malachi Thompson.
Malachi Thompson. He's their main return man. If you look down here, see our standing students, EK, you can get a shot of them. They're still there. They're all on their feet. And I really hope they travel in a group that size or 3 times that size to mythical, ancient, stone-walled Gray Veterans Memorial Field in Tyrone next week. The state champion coach just came into the booth. We're glad to see him. That's Coach Gardner. We know he coached the state champion, right? That's it. Hard to believe those guys are all like 32 years old now, Adam.
Yeah, some of them 33.
Yeah, and the coach isn't. Yeah, some of them are 33. And the coach isn't. Well, the coach is younger than me. So he was the youngest guy in my class. That's how I know he's younger than me.
Yeah.
But he didn't redshirt. They sent him to school early,
Okay.
and he did just fine in our class, even though he was young enough to be in the class behind us. They're tending to an injured Ram down there, Malachi Thompson. I think he's okay. He started to get up a couple of times, but we take no chances with these young people. 2:33 to go.
How you doing, G?
PEA 14, Penns Valley nothing. The coaches will tell you they're going to have a lot of work to do after this one. The big thing now is to get out of Alumni Stadium with a win, and Malachi Thompson gets a nice hand from the people on both sides. County rivalry, Penns Valley won the last two Iron Kettle, or not Iron Kettle, that's a legendary game, the Iron Bell. The Iron Bell Classic, they won them in dominant fashion tonight. They haven't scored a point. There's 2.5 minutes to go, but BEA's 2 touchdowns were kind of improbable, as a lot of them are in high school football.
The second one sure was.
The second one sure was. The first one required a 150-yard drive.
It did.
To get the touchdown. That was officially a 98-yard drive, but we had it at about. The clock's running again. We're under 2.5 to go. The Eagles have the horses in the backfield. Garrett Burns is the lead cowboy back there, Adam.
The lead cowboy. Burns will take a snap again, run up the middle. He's keeping that ball tight, and that's what we want to see.
Well, the Rams are going to probably use their first timeout or second timeout. The Rams will call a timeout ball with 2:06 to go in the football game. And the Eagles will have about a 3rd and 6 at their own 24 the next time we snap the ball. Again, this game, of all the Penns Valley Bald Eagle games over the years, 2 programs that have certainly had their ups and their downs. This one, at this stage of the season, a mid-season game, has bigger implications than any I can remember down the road. Because unlike 2 years ago when it was a big showdown in the Mountain League and Penns Valley won, the 2 schools 2 years ago were in different classes. When the PIAA reclassed, both of these teams are in the very big 13-team field. And now they fight with each other for playoff position, postseason position. It's conceivable that these 2 could meet again in the postseason. It really is, because both, if the playoffs would be tonight, both these teams would have been in the 18 field.
Right.
And the Rams jumped, and I think that was on the Rams. The Eagles held firm in the hard count. And that's a tough thing, if you call a timeout and talk to your defense and then the guys jump. So now it will be 3rd and 1, and now one good Garrett Burns blast, Adam, with 1 timeout left should just about do it, you would think.
Should be able to. Burns takes a snap, runs to the right, and gets wrapped up. I don't know that.
He got it.
You think he got it?
I think so, based on where this guy's walking.
The Colonel thinks he has it.
Yeah, and that guy says he does. It's a first down for Bald Eagle. He did, when he turned at the last second at him, he turned into the second guy that hit him, and that guy was beyond the stick. It's a first down for the Eagles.
Well, I doubted the first down, and I'm glad I was wrong, because that should just about end it.
It should.
With the Rams only having 1 timeout left.
So now we're going to keep, assuming this one holds up, Keith, we're going to keep the cameras on, because we should see these guys charge across the field and reclaim the Iron Bell, something they haven't seen, something these guys have never seen, something that the school over there hasn't seen since 2018. The bell. Protecting the football, still fighting and now running, and there he goes! I think he so badly wanted to get to that end zone.
I didn't realize how fast
I think, guys, you've
Tanner Ilgen was there.
well, I think you've seen at least the Wingate nominee for the Center County, the Center Daily Times Athlete of the Week. I know. We all get one vote on that up here, and I know where mine's going, right? So, under a minute left now, I think we just take a knee. That would be the normal thing to do, but
I think
we're
so.
far from normal, Coach Green. We're going to just go ahead. Like Don Malinak at Lock Haven and the Lock Haven legendary coach would like this. We're just continuing to pound with 41 seconds left.
It's a Belichick move.
He did this to us, Coach Gardner, when we were in 11th grade down at Lock Haven in the last minute. And let's see. That was a bad time. No, we don't have to snap the ball again. We're not going to snap the ball again.
We don't need to snap the ball.
Lou Holtz would not snap the ball in this situation. We saw him against Purdue years ago not snap the ball in this situation. And that's what we're not going to do. Penns Valley's not going to use a timeout. We're not going to snap the ball. We're going to shake hands with our Grange Fair buddies. We're going to go get the Iron Bell for the first time since 2018. We're going to watch. Keith is going to get that on the camera. And a lot going on this week. I would say one thing at the end of the broadcast in a win, and I don't even know if she's here tonight, but it was a challenging week for a lot of people. We want to wish Coach Nagel's wife, Allison, the best. She had some challenging times this week. He said she was doing fine tonight, and that he said it was going to be she was planning to come to this game, but and I hope she made it. I hope she got to see it. But we didn't know 2 days ago if she'd make it here tonight to see the football game. See, now there they go over to get the bell, and I'm not even sure those guys know what the bell looks like. So outside of Gunzy's Hot Sausage at the Grange Fair, we heard the prediction that the Rams would win this one by 8. And there comes the bell inside of I don't see the bell. I see a frame. It's where? Oh, it's in the crowd? Okay. Oh, they're carrying the bell there. So one of them brought the stand, and the seniors are bringing the bell. So a good night, a very good night. They're going to pose with the bell before they sing the national anthem. And they're going to sing the national anthem a cappella. Coach Green, you might need to lead them. The band's not here, you know. So we're going to stick with that. They got their student fans roaring down here. Quite a night in Wingate. There they come. Well, we can wait till the Grange Fair of 2022 to get the predictions on the next Iron Bell game. Best wishes to Penns Valley on the rest of the season. The Rams, with their schedule, certainly are set to win some more football games. Would really like to see both of these two teams be in that 8-team field in the District 6 playoffs. 8 get in. Both were in the top 8 going into tonight. All the teams that were ahead of Bald Eagle were winning tonight, so we're going to probably be status quo at 4-1, and that's fine right now midway through. We had the Garrett Burns show tonight. It was between Garrett Burns' story number one and the Bald Eagle defense, Adam, I have some Bald Eagle history, but I don't know. I mean, if it's happened, it's been echelons ago. That Bald Eagle had 4 wins in the first 5 weeks of the season, and 3 of the wins were shutouts. And the one that wasn't a shutout was 50-0 when the opponent scored. So the Bald Eagle defense is lights out, and we're thankful for that. We're thankful for the guy up here in the booth who helped contribute to giving us some of that Bald Eagle defense. But the Bald Eagle defense, and again, senior leadership stepped up tonight. We made some mistakes that young teams make, but that senior class, they're special. What they went through last year, what they're going through day to day and week to week this year. Are we playing? Are we not playing? What are the adults that are in charge of the world going to decide for us? Great kids, can't ask for any more. Adam and Keith, next week we go to see the 53rd meeting between Bald Eagle and Tyrone. It's always a big one.
I know you're looking forward to it.
Always a big one. Always a big one. They won last year. We won 2 in a row before that. Prior to that, they won 25 straight. It's Tyrone's homecoming, and it's Tyrone's homecoming. They're welcoming us to homecoming. By the way, Tyrone got a 1-0 forfeit win tonight. 207. He had more than that, didn't he? Because we had 204 when he had 19, and he just peeled off about a 60-yarder there at the end of the game. So we're trying to get the math. I at one point we said that Garrett Burns had 19 carries and 204 yards, and he closed the game out basically with about a 50-yard run. So he had to be on the close side to 300 when the game ended.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna do south of the bridge math later and get that sorted out, and you can read about it on Max Preps. Cowboy, it's always great.
It is.
You did a fabulous job up here. I apologize that we only had one headset.
We'll make it work.
Quarter, but you were my eyes and my spotter, as you always are.
It's a great shot of the bell, isn't it?
It's a nice bell. They'll probably put it in the library. But there's the bell. There's the post-game team discussion. The Eagles are 4-1. Next week we go to Tyrone, and we close the regular season with 4 straight home games. We need big crowds here. For the Cowboy Adam Day, for Coach Green, and for Keith Green, who did a great job on the camera, this is Todd Warner, and we will see you all next week from Tyrone. Have a great, safe, and happy weekend, folks.